quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Vick now from the 50. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Vick now. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Vick operating on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go, baby.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. That throw by Vick, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Herbert. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On second down, it's Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
70 Indy.
We're scoreless after one.
60 Pittsburgh.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Back to throw. Herbert, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Vick being chased out left. He's got the first down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the gun, Vick. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6-6, pull it high.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Get it.
2nd and 5. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Big grip.
On 3rd and 2. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Hubbard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the second down throw on target. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert looking left side. Andrews with it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, open man is Quinn. He completes it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
From the gun, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Vick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be Vick once more. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, Vic. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
61, smash box, right. Check three.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On second down now, it's Hubbard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Vic readies to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Another try after the first down sack. Vick, he's going to sling this deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a big turnover there of the quarter.